this mess. Mama K, strike a match. Welcome back to my channel. Saz here. I'm here for another review of Big Sky. And when I tell you, this episode was everything. Everything this episode was, honey. That Cheyenne, she's something else, isn't she? Lord have mercy. Alright? We will get to them in a moment. But first, let's talk about the hotel, motel, not Holiday Inn, child. As we know, Hoyt and Angela was inside of the motel, and Angela was about to tell Hoyt about, why is everyone so scared of of the caves? Child, and then we see a big old truck go through the hotel room. Motel, not the Holiday Inn. Jeannie grabs Angela. They jump out of the way. Hoyt survives, and Angela did not. She done busted her head on part of, some concrete or whatever. So the cops are there. The ambulance is there. The dirty, rotten, crooked sheriff is trying to ask Hoyt some questions. Hoyt was like, boy, if you don't get out my way, you're a horrible, horrible, crooked, mean person. You're working with the caves. You are nasty. You are crooked. Get away from me. I ain't telling you nothing. Do your job. You are the cause of this. You and that monster cat. So he was like, I need to know what happened. And now she said, I ain't telling you nothing. Get out my face. So he goes back. And he is talking to Papa K, and he said, listen here, this is it. I have been covering up for you for years. I've had your dirty back for years, your crooked self. All that toxic waste is going on up on the hill. I've been covering for you. And now I've done lost one of my own. Angela is dead because of your son. Did you know anything about it? And of course, Papa K was like, look, I don't know what you're talking about. My name Bennett. I ain't in it. Rand was here on the ranch. Lies. Because we see Rand behind the wheel. So there's two people that we know of that Rand done killed. It's crazy set. So the sheriff said, that's it. Okay? This is even too big for me. They are bringing in the feds. See, the feds are watching. See, they're bringing in the big boys. I cannot cover for you anymore, and I need to talk to Rand because people said they seen Rand behind the wheel who killed Angela. I'm sick of y'all. So the crooked sheriff was like, I gotta talk to Rand. At least let me bring him in and question him to make it look good. And we don't know what Angela told Hoyt. So, of course, Papa K, he was like, look, that can't happen. That cannot happen. Sheriff said it's done. And I'm done. So the sheriff, he walks out, he mad, chest all swollen up. You put yourself in that situation for covering for these banjo-picking crazies. So we have Hoyt, all right? So Hoyt went to Cole's mom's house. Now, Cole is the boy that was a ranch hand that Rand killed. Y'all remember Blake was digging up the body and all that. So the mama was like, listen, don't come over here with this mess. Okay? You want to talk to me about my son? Okay, I tell you what happened. My son went to go work for the caves. And then all of a sudden, he disappears. He vanishes. He told me that he knew some things about them. Next thing I know, I haven't heard from him in years. They crazy. They are murderers. They did something to my son. So Hoyt, she's like, what is going on the K's property? What is happening? Something is going going on, and we need to figure it out, because Blake knew. Blake tried to do the right thing, and he ended up dead. I need to find this out. So meanwhile, we have Cassie, and we have the cute Marshall. Hey, boo, we'll be some kind of cute. Okay, we have the cute Marshall. And remember, they were at Mary's house. They found that body, and it is a consensus that that body is Ronald's girlfriend's ex. Okay, now obviously Ronald's girlfriend done killed this man. Honey, he's been missing for like 10 years. So she done killed this man and done put it in the freezer, child. But they have to figure it out. You know, they have to figure out who he is, what's the connection. So they connected the dots, and they figured out that Mary had a sister. What's her name, y'all? Starlet. And that Starlet is seeing Crazy Ronald / Arthur. Okay, so they done figured out all this. And honey, they got a co-worker, Jerry. Honey, Jerry done went from lot lizard to hostage to receptionist, and now she's a PI. Jerry, y'all didn't have nothing else for Jerry to do. But anyway, child, so Jerry is with the Marshall, child, and they are going to Starlet's house. And so they get there, and they're like knocking on the door, and you know, they're like, the car is here. And so they see a neighbor. So they go out there, and the neighbor was like, listen, they gone. They went in the dead of night in some tractor trailer. Check one. Who has a tractor trailer? Ronald, honey. And they left. And so the cutie Marshall was like, is this him? And so the neighbor was like, yeah, that's him, but his hair, you know, he got that Chucky vibe going on. So his hair is longer, so yeah, that's him. That's him, child. So they know that Ronald is seeing Starlet, which is Mary's brother, and there was a body in the freezer, but they don't know, you know, who put the body in there, because it couldn't have been Ronald who did it. So, because the man been dead for a long, long time. I don't know how I feel about Jerry being a PI, child, but I guess she needed something to do. At least she's out that office away from that cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs receptionist. I don't like her. But anyway, so we're at the caves. We know Papa K is furious. So he goes to Red and JW. He done punched JW in the face, and he said, do not tell me that you had something to do with that hotel, motel, not the Holiday Inn. You done killed a woman. Tell me you didn't do that. Hey? Tell me you didn't do that. Well, Rand, of course, know that he did it. He said, I didn't put y'all up to this. This is a mess. We got to get this situated. We got to get this tight and right. Everything's just falling apart. Then we see a scene of Rand and JW in the kitchen. Rand making him a sandwich, honey. Okay, a sandwich. So he's talking about how he be writing these creepy stories, and you know, that's what he do as a hobby, child. That's his pastime, child. Writing some creepy, crazy, you know, stories. Rand is all the way nuts. So who comes walking into the room? Cheyenne. Honey, Cheyenne is done at this time, child. She done called Red a meth killer. She done called Red a meth addict. She done called Red a murderer. She done called JW a murderer. She don't care. She is running off at the mouth. She's also was talking to the sheriff. Honey, Cheyenne is just on a whole new level of I don't care no more. My whole family is nuts. I live in the house of murderers. So, of course, JW, he said, I'm about sick of you. I'm about sick of you. I've done told you one time to shut your mouth. See, y'all remember JW done hemmed her up and everything. Cheyenne is still running off at the mouth. Rand even grabbed a knife. She said, what you gonna do? She said, you gonna stab me? She said, you gonna stab me? for the funeral. Okay, it's time. And we have Cheyenne and that mama. And you know that mama, honey, she's going through withdrawals because she had no pills. Okay? Honey, her nerves are shot. So Cheyenne was like, I got something to tell you. And so she was like, stand up. Mama, stand up. I don't know what that accomplished, child. So the mama stood up and she was like, what is it? What possibly could happen now? Cheyenne said, JW killed your son. I was like, oh my God. So of course the mama, who is a brilliant actress, the look of pain come across her face. As a mother would, you know. You find out that your son killed your other son. This crazy family. You done raised a bunch of horrors, honey. Horrors. Just great. You done raised a bunch of murders. So she sat down and she was like, what happened? And so Cheyenne said, listen, it was some type of argument. It had to do with Cole, and JW killed him. So then the mama tells a story about how when Cheyenne was born, she made that Papa K, that mean scoundrel, some meatloaf. She said she put some rat poison inside of the meatloaf. When I tell you Papa K ate the meatloaf with the rat poison, ate another piece, drunk a glass of milk, and went to bed, honey. She said he slept like a baby. See, you can't kill evil. He done stroked out. He all crippled up. He's still wandering and fumbling around. This man got to die. So Cheyenne was like, I'm sorry, Mama Kay was like, have you told your daddy? Cheyenne said, no, he don't know. She said, don't tell him. Do not tell him. So we get another scene where Mama Kay and Papa Kay, she's helping him put on his shoes because, you know, he's all, you know, crippled up. And honey, he is talking to her, and when I tell you, this scene was so good. We got two powerhouses going at each other. The acting in this scene was so amazing. See, this is good acting. This is good writing. This is why I love this show. Honey, Papa K told her the nastiest, most disrespectful stuff you can say to your wife. Honey, he might as well have spit in her face. He might as well have said, you ain't nothing but trash. I don't love you. I ain't never loved you. You are trash. That's what you are. The look on her face. So then he's trying to put on his coat. She puts on his coat and she was like, you know what? You ain't nothing but spit at the bottom of my shoe. That's what you are. And he was like, is that all you got? That's it? After the deplorable things I've just said to you, that's all you got? Come with me a little bit harder. See, I am the devil, the evil itself. They ain't gonna hurt me. So she leans in and she says, I'm gonna kill you. Bang, bang. He says, I wouldn't think of anything less. Oh, I love that scene. He was like, of course you are. I wouldn't think that you wouldn't kill me. And then they look at each other. Time to bury their son. He puts out his arm, and honey, it was all. I said, oh, I love that scene. Well, now it's time to bury Blake. So they're at the graveside, and there were people there, including the sheriff. I was like, why are there people there? Blake got friends. This family got friends. Honey, this family is terrible. They have intimidated the townspeople. They have killed folks, but they got people at the graveside service. Okay. So here is Papa K, you know, telling some words, talking about that, you know, he died too soon and all this. Now, mind you, he don't know that JW killed. So he was like, Mama K, you got something to say? So Mama K walks in front of JW. JW is like, oh, I'm just so sorry he's gone. So she leans in, she gave her son a hug, and she says, I know what you did. So JW, his face was like, holy crap. She knows. So she is holding up. Honey, she got JW like this. He was like, I'm going to get off me. Mama, come here. Come here. If I could I'd choke the shit out of you. Come here. Come I'll kill you right now. Honey, she got him all choked up in the neck, honey. So here comes a cripple. Papa K was like, what is going on? Come here. Stop it. Everybody just looking at this. Didn't even flinch. Ran, and Cheyenne is looking like, I was like, oh my God. So everybody's at the house. Mama K done had enough. Mama K, she done cut a shine, and she wanted JW, the whole family, to hang a picture, that, up on, the wall. She said, I want everybody to see this creepy picture, child. And so they're standing there, and so she said, hang it up. Cheyenne said, come on, y'all. Come on, Mama. Mama ain't had no pills. Y'all better come on. So they're hanging this picture. Papa K done told everybody to get the F out. So he got the family sitting down, and he said, this is enough, y'all. Now, see, the people are looking at us strange. I mean, they already look at us strange, but now they really looking at us strange. Let's get it together. So Mama K says, I want to go to Paris. She gets up and walks out. He said, sit down. Honey, she said, honey, it was a whole mess. Okay, a whole mess. Now, we have Cassie, Hoyt, and we have the other guy. And the other, Rosie's dad. And so they were like, listen, we know something's going on up on that hill. What are they hiding? So he was apprehensive, but then he was like, all right, let's just do this. So they go to the toxic waste hill. Child, they see barrels and barrels and barrels of ooh, disgusting. So they opened up the barrel and they were like, oh my God, just toxic waste. Okay? And so he was like, oh my God, take a picture. Take a picture. They was like, we need soil sample. He was like, I get the soil sample. Just take the picture so we can get the heck up out of here. So they're there. Vehicles, you can see the vehicles from the road. Here comes the sheriff. And the sheriff calls Papa K. And I was like, oh my God. The sheriff is like, we got a problem. So we see vehicles pulling up. And Rosie's dad was like, go. Okay? Just run. Just go. So we know what that means, child. Rosie's dad is going to end up dead, child. That's what's going to happen. So it's probably Rand and JW and whoever else tried to chase down Cassie and Hoyt. Just a whole mess, child. Now, let's talk about Ronald/Arthur. As we know, he done bought a tractor trailer. As we know, he done killed Mary. He done put her in a tractor trailer. He goes home and he tells his crazy girlfriend and the daughter, let's go camping. Now, y'all don't find it odd, psycho, that your boyfriend just shows up with a whole tractor trailer and then the same day, same night, you gonna go on a camping trip. There ain't nothing strange about that? Okay. So, he convinces her and the daughter, well, the daughter really wanted to go, of course, she's, 8, 10? And so, the psycho girlfriend says, all right, we can do this. Let's go camping in the woods. So, they go, all right. So, Arthur/Ronald, he looks back and there's blood coming out from underneath the seat. So, he was like, oh, God. Honey, Ronald is sloppy. He gets sloppy this episode. Okay, a lot going on. So, the psycho girlfriend and the daughter gets up. He gets them out of the tractor trailer. He was like, y'all go wander. Y'all go, look around and let me just do some things back here. So he grabs the body, cleans it up, wraps it up. He's dragging the body through the fakest woods I have ever seen in my life. I'm thinking to myself, y'all couldn't find no real woods. Didn't that look fake to y'all? I was like, is this real? So anyway, he's dragging the body. And here is the psycho girlfriend and the daughter. Arthur. I was like, shut up. Okay? So when we see him dragging the body, he was struggling a little bit because it's dead weight. But the minute they start screaming his name and he sees them, honey, that body weighed 2 pounds because he snatched that body up real quick and he hid behind a tree. The tree was the perfect width and length, I said. So, of course, they're still saying his name. Why is it that every time when something creepy like that happens and someone is behind the tree, the people stop? Why do you stop right there? Why don't you just keep on walking? Child. So the little girl sees a leaf. And she was like, Mommy, ew, gross, that's blood. So they're still screaming for Arthur. Arthur comes around the tree and he's stumbling around, child. And they're like, where have you been? We have been looking for you. And he was like, oh, I was just out, wandering around, just looking at the scenery, child. And so then the girl talks about how she found blood on the leaf. And Arthur says, it's animals. There's good animals and then there's bad animals. See, there's some animals out here that likes to kill. That's their way. That's what they do in the wild. They kill the other animals to live. Honey, he's having a whole conversation to this little girl about, the life of the wildlife. Honey, the animals that kill, other animals, child. I was waiting for him to break out. Can you feel the love tonight? I was like, is this the Lion King? So anyway, the psycho girlfriend was like, that's enough. Okay? You don't want to scare her. That's enough. Okay? Let's quit talking about killing. So later on, we have Ronald/Arthur. They're in the tent. They're asleep. Arthur gets up in the dead of night. Okay, he has to do something with his body. So he's digging a hole. I knew something up. You can just feel it. So it pans out and we see that little girl when she should be asleep. And she done follow Ronald into the woods. I was thinking to myself, how did you even know where he was? See, you couldn't find him before when you was doing all that hollering, but now you done walked in the dead of night, not a flashlight, not a nothing, and you found Ronald digging a body, child, back. And she was like, Arthur, what are you doing? And so, Ronald, he looks at her, he was like, then it goes off. I don't think Ronald is going to kill that little girl. What I think he's going to do is tell her that it was a dead animal and that he's burying, a dead animal. That's what I think he's going to do. But anyway, fantastic episode. And it has been renewed for season 2. Yes! I'm so excited. I'm so happy that it has been renewed for season 2. We have 2 episodes left, okay? And that's a wrap. That is a wrap. So, anyway, y'all know what to do. Leave your comments down below. What did y'all think about this episode? I thought it was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. So, anyway, if y'all new here, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and I will see you next time. Bye!